Sorry, it's spinning. Here we go. Okay. All right, Trisha, I'm unmuting you. All right, so I'd like to welcome all of you to the call. Like I said, this is a coach call for new coaches. It's to help you guys get started, to be able to jump right in. It's for you guys to ask questions. It's going to be like a quick start, because I know sometimes we don't get everything or all we need out of those Coach Basics groups. Sometimes they can be hard to understand, hard to keep up with. So hopefully doing these calls twice a month will help you get your feet a little wetter, a little faster. And like I said, we have a number of people on the call besides myself and besides Trisha who can help answer questions. I just saw Michelle jump on. So she'll be able to help answer questions as well. So I think tonight's topic, Trisha, jump in anytime you want, is really just, how do I start? You're a coach. Now what? So how do you initially post? When people start asking you questions, what do you do? Because I know as new coaches, we get all frenzied, right? We get frenzied. We'd want to answer every question right away. And we start posting in the group, or it says host stop my video. Oh, I'll try. No, I didn't. It says ask to start video. I asked to start video. Try that, Michelle. There you are. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, so we get all flustered and frenzied in the beginning when we initially put out that we're a coach, and people start asking us a million questions, and we start texting or messaging or posting in our group, like question after question. It's very frenzied, right? Because you want to get to these people right away and get answers, and you don't have them, so you're trying to get them. So hopefully that's what we can help with tonight. So I want to go over, how do you initially put out there that you're a coach? In your I'm a coach post. We'll go over the app a little bit. We'll talk about questions that you can ask, and maybe what you can find in the back office to help you get started with these initial conversations. Trisha, do you want to add anything?
Yeah,
or?
That's great. That's great.
All right. So let's talk about what you put out there in your initial coach post. You want to talk about that, Trisha, what you personally would put out there? I mean, would you just put out there, hey, challenge group, or would you talk about something else?
I like to think of it as you're kind of opening your store. You're opening your business, grand opening, but you don't want to just say, okay, sale this month, 21 Day Fix, join me. People want to know a little bit of why you're in this and why you joined. Whatever your story may be, it's your story. It's unique from others. So you kind of want to share a little bit of how you got started, why, the experience you've had to bring you into this. Share a little bit. Ask people to join your journey or watch your journey. You don't necessarily have to ask them for a sale right then and there or invite to anything. I would kind of just expose yourself to the community, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and ask them to be a part of it, and just kind of like you're opening your door. Think about it as a grand opening of a store. I'm here, new. It's okay to be vulnerable and say that, this is scary, or I'm excited, whatever it is for you. So when I first put out my first post, I truly shared with my friends what was happening in my life, why I got into it. And not the whole thing, but you just kind of give a little bit to start you out. Did anyone else ever do their I'm coming out post? Literally, I'm coming out. Has everyone done that?
Raise your hand. Katie, you haven't. You just told your story in a million.
But I never actually.
Well, that's your next step. You've now told a little bit of your story. If you're not, Katie Ambrose, I called her out on my team page today. Her posts have been phenomenal. She's been posting since day one, sharing her journey. She hasn't been hiding her day one or waiting until she's where she wants to be. She's just been putting it out there very raw and very real. So if you're not friends with her, Katie Ambrose, friend her or follow her and check out her posts. But the last few days, she's really put it out there. So now I think your next step, you obviously you can tell that I'm in love with this. I'm enjoying this. Now I want to start helping other people with their journey. So you need to get it out there. Have a little coming out party.
We had a discussion in one of the other groups recently where one of my coaches, Karen, who's on this call, someone asked her, had no idea she was a coach. Now she's been posting for a year and a half about what she does every day, her workouts, Shakeology, going away with, to Summit and experiencing team things. But this person still said, "Oh, you're a coach?" Karen, am I correct in that? They had no idea. So there comes a point where you need to share what this is and why you're doing it, and that this and once you come out, you have to share with that a lot, at least once a week. Because people think that we're just healthy and fit and doing this along the way. You need to share that this is a business that you're working to achieve to help others and yourself, your family, your wallet, whatever it is you're looking to gain from this. And if you don't, a year and a half later, people are still questioning. That doesn't mean that you're not doing it, but some things get lost along the way. Not everybody sees every post every week, and maybe they miss the one.
Also, people will go and buy what you're talking about, and they won't buy it from you if they don't know it's you.
Right.
So, that you're the Beachbody coach.
That's right. And we've all had that happen.
And can I add something to that, Trish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Once I realized that one person didn't realize I was a coach, I kind of started looking at other coaches' pages to see how they did it. And I put more subtle things out there, like,
turn that down,
my Beachbody paycheck helps pay for my sons who eat others, and I put stuff.
I'm sorry, I didn't know he was still there.
Just like all my friends that I've met at Beachbody. So it's like little things, not just, you don't have to come right out and say, I sell this, I sell this, I sell this. Like what you're getting out of the team and being on the team and little things like that.
All right. So does anyone else for our new coaches, does anybody have any questions about how to go about putting out this post, or would any of our veteran coaches like to talk about some personal experience, either that went well when they started posting that they were a coach, or something that they did that you would recommend these new coaches not doing?
I'll go if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I think I kind of did mine without even realizing what I was doing. I was just so excited about becoming a coach that I posted, and I got a ton of attention at first and all these messages, but I wasn't prepared for the appropriate, asking them questions and trying to figure out what their story was, because I was too me. This is I'm so excited. I'm a coach now. Let me help you, but let me just talk word vomit, So I think before do it, don't be afraid to do it. Rip the Band-Aid off. People need to know you're a coach, because you can't help them if they don't know. But remember that this is about them. So when they write to you, take your time, because that was my problem. I word vomited and I scared the crap out of several people, and I had to go back and be like, let me come back a few steps. Let's talk. I'm sorry. I was so excited. And I lost some people because I think I scared them a little bit. And then other people came back, and that's fine. They saw that I was excited. But I think if I had been more real with them, because I'm a freaking psychology major. I talk to people. I used to talk to people for a living. So I should have known, that that's part of it, but I forgot because I was too wrapped up. So I think just prepare yourself for making it about the other person, even though you're so excited about sharing your news. I think that will save you. It'll help you build these relationships, and it will set you up for success, because you won't scare them away.
Yeah,
I know that I'm
sorry, who's talking? Real quick,
Katie.
I think the important thing that Michelle said was make sure you're understanding this is about them, not you, and don't rush into it, because I think all of a sudden we're like, oh my God, all these people want to talk to me. I'm going to get like 10 sales. No, don't think you're going to get 10 sales. It's not about the sale. It's what the person needs. So like she says, slow down. You don't have to message everybody back tonight. If they're interested today, they'll be interested tomorrow. So slow down, say, you can let them know, all right, I'm going to get back tomorrow, or let me, or just ask them a simple question, and then I'm going to find out more information for you and get back. Because what you want to do is you want to, like Michelle said, form this back and forth relationship. And we'll talk about that a little bit more after what did Katie wanted to say.
Oh, I was just going to kind of jump a little bit off of what Michelle said about like getting to know them. Like, and I know you talked about it in the Back to Basics coaching group, but about using that 5-step process in the back office. Like, I was a coach 5 years ago. Like, I don't think I even talked about it. I used to be a Beachbody coach, and I never used the back office because I never was really trained, and it's been gold. Like, that 5-step process is gold. And I mean, I have built innumerable relationships just using that process. And I just wanted to kind of jump off of that. If you,
Right.
you know.
So what Katie's talking about, there's tons of under news and training in the back office. There's all kinds of stuff. Some might work for you, some might not. The important thing about all of that stuff is that you have to make it yours. You can't copy and paste it. You have to make it. You have to make it yours personally.
Yeah. There's tons of YouTube videos too on that process. So you just have to make it.
Yeah. So I think what we should talk about next is now we're having these messages coming in from people is forming. Would any of my coaches like to take it away on forming? Christy, Christine, any of you ladies? Awesome. Okay, go ahead.
So forming, for those of you that don't know, what it stands for is the F stands for family or friends. The O stands for occupation. The R stands for recreation. And the M stands for message. And what you do when you form someone is you're basically getting to know them. And you can use those words, family, occupation, recreation, to get to know them. Those are things that you can talk to them about. I know when I first started, I had social anxiety. So if I didn't know you, I didn't talk to you. So that really, really helped me to take the focus off of my fear and put it on them and just listen and get to know them. What do they do for a living? What do they like to do? What are their kids like? And that way you're developing a relationship with them so that eventually the message that you have or that you want to invite them to a challenge group, it will eventually come around. But you have to spend the time doing those first 3 letters first. And usually if you do that, like let's say you haven't talked to somebody in a while and you start forming them, usually they'll be like, oh, I see you're doing some Beachbody thing. And then there it is, bam, you can talk about it. You may not invite them right away, but you can definitely, it opens the door to talk about it. So it's just a way to really develop relationships with maybe acquaintances that you have not seen in a while or that you haven't had contact in a while. It's also a way to develop relationships with people that you don't know at all. People in the grocery store. Using those steps will really help those of you that don't like talking to strangers, talk to strangers. I mean, now I'll be in the grocery store and I literally talk to people by me, and that never would have happened before, ever. And I'll start a conversation with them because I have things to talk about. So, and it's helped me in life. I'm an actress and I have to go out to meet the patrons afterwards. And now I have something to talk about instead of wanting to die. But anyway, that's it.
Okay, so how many of you have put out there, I'm a coach, and the first message you get back is, all right, I want in, how much? Is that usually the first? And right off the bat, do you message back the price? I see Julia's learned well. Because before messaging back the price is you want to add value. Because that's price, even though most people go to Target and spend $140, like it's no big deal on who even knows what. It's still a shocking number when you see it. So you go back, you go back and you have to get them talking, and you have to add value to what the challenge package is. Everything is as a whole. So even though their first message to you is, hey, I'm interested, how much? You have to start speaking to them and asking why they're interested. What type of workouts are they currently doing? What do they like? What works them? What doesn't work for them? You want to put it back on them so that they have to come to you, and you have to continually, you want to grow this conversation so that you can continue to form them. Even if this is somebody you know or work with or see every day or your neighbor, it's 9 times out of 10, it's the first question that comes from people. And you as a coach want to make sure they understand the value of the products and the challenge groups that you have to offer is before actually putting out the price. So would anybody like to talk about, any of our veteran coaches like to talk about how they respond when their first question right away is how much? Okay, Christine, go ahead.
I mean, I have to be honest, I'm not always great about it, but my ideal, it depends on the personality, really. It depends for me, what, I can't, like all of us do, you don't have a stock answer for everything. I think it just depends on who you're speaking with. But what I try to do is say, it depends on what you get. Let's talk about the options. What are you looking for? What kind of workout do you like? What do you usually like? And that's when we usually get into what their goals are. And then talking about, is it nutrition? Are you looking for nutrition? Do you need help with that? And really just talking about what it is that they're looking for, and you can get into their why. But again, it depends on the personality. To be honest with you, some personalities are severe and they want that price and they don't want to talk to you about anything else but that price. Right. And I'm not going to tippy toe around it either. It depends on the personality. That's why.
What I do when I have that personality, Christine, is I will flat out say to them, I really can't tell you the price until we figure out what you're looking for based on your goals and stuff. And I say, we have something for every budget, because we do. And I say, but I want you to pick the thing that's going to help you the most based on, your goals, what you struggle with, and what you're excited about. I want you to pick the program based on that, not based on price, because I want you to have something that you'll succeed with. And then
that's great. That's great.
Then I say, if it's not in your budget, we will go to the second best option.
That's really good, Chris.
Yeah,
and they
great.
drop it every time.
Yeah.
They drop it every time.
Really?
They say, yeah, I understand that.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I think between the two of them, they have the right answer, because people always have a specific, they have a specific program in mind, usually based on your posts and what you're doing. And that's the one they want the price for. But I think how Christine said, the price is really based on what program you pick, and they range. And like Christy said, there's a budget for everybody. So it really is going, and that's when you start talking about their goals, why they want to get involved. And the more people put out there and become emotionally involved and invested in this change that they're going for, the more chance that they're going to be ready to say, yes, let's do this and let's make this change. So you really want to get to their emotional why, not I want to lose 10 pounds, because usually there's more behind losing 10 pounds. Well, when you lose 10 pounds, what will that do for you? How will that make you feel? How will that change things? Because I know for me, I wanted to lose 10 pounds so I'd feel good about myself. But at the end of the day, that wasn't my true why. My true why was because I wanted to feel comfortable in my own skin. I wanted to have self-confidence. And at the end of the day, I really just wanted to make my family as a whole healthier. So my initial why was, I want to drop 10 pounds. But as you dug a little deeper, there were a few more layers there. So that's what you want to do. You want to keep talking with people and really figure out the why behind the why. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Everyone seems so studious and quiet. Go ahead, Trisha.
Sometimes your price is way under what anyone thinks this is. Some people have no idea what this costs. The value of what we do in our groups exceeds $140. Let's be real. I mean, your connection with your customers daily, monthly, yearly is way past $140 initially. Let's be real. And some people think this is hundreds of dollars. I mean, I've heard people commit. We had a coach out in California leave us to go just to some personal nutrition. I mean, she spent hundreds and hundreds. So don't underestimate, or don't, when you're talking about price or getting there, what you send out comes across, whether it's, it's $140, it's $140, but you have to add value to it. And let me tell you, life-changing people don't care if it's $140 or $5. They want to change their lives. And if you can get past that cost, and let's be real, if somebody invited me right now, and I've said this so many times, I would have to pass right now in my life. But that doesn't mean no. It just means I want to, I can't. So don't forget that person that work with them, because if somebody truly found me and know I needed something, I would do it, even though at this point I would have to say no. Don't let price cut off your relationship. Appreciate what every person is, and that
if there's a price objection, a lot of times the price objection is really an objection, another objection they're just not ready to put out there. So offer them a free challenge group. Offer them something. Offer them a way to help them for free. And like Trisha said, don't underestimate the value. Forget the Shakeology. Forget the workout program, which is, they're world class and they're proven and they're not quick fixes. But don't forget the value of you. You're the most valuable part of that challenge pack. You're going to be there for them. So don't undervalue yourself. Think about how much does it cost to get a trainer in the gym once or twice a week? They're going to get you open-ended for $140.
And not just you, your group and your team and everybody else that contributes to their life. So we forget that our challenge groups add value everyone. So.
And something Trisha and I heard this weekend, and I thought it was great, and it never really dawned on me. Kaylee, she said that when she gets the price objection, I can't afford it, she always then offers the coaching opportunity as a business, not as a discount, because most people think the buy-in for these things are crazy expensive. But if you buy a $140 challenge pack, your buy-in fee is free. So it's $140 to buy in to earn. A lot of people think that the buy-in, because some of these companies, the buy-ins are crazy expensive.
But how did she word it? She worded it so great. Well, don't spend $140. Like, she said something.
Don't spend $140 on a workout, then spend it on a business opportunity.
Yeah, but it was so great the way she said it.
Well, you know what? She's going to be doing a call for us, so we'll have to make sure.
It was so great the way she said it. Don't spend $140 on. I forget what she said, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, it floored me because when it came out of my mouth, it didn't sound as good.
Yes. So, price is always, you know, let's be real. We all want to know price of anything, but work it on a different angle. Another thing I did so wrong at the very beginning, I would thank people a million times, and instead I should have been like, I made it about me instead of them. Thank you so much. Thank you for buying my product, rather than, you know, I forgot about them. Like, it was back to me at the very beginning. So somebody else said that at the beginning. So, you know, if you're truly out there to help someone, it turns off of us. So
Yeah. And another thing, I just Christy, that Tricia said, I just want, have confidence. Really, truly have confidence when you speak. People can see when you don't believe. You know how good these products are. You know what they're worth, right? You know their worth. So speak confidently about it. I know I did in the beginning all the time, like, oh, well, it's like, you know, it's like $100 and something, but you get this, this, and this. No, just be like, when you do get to the price, and by the time you get to the price, you should have talked everything up so much that they're like, all right. So be confident that they are getting what they pay for and then some. Did you want to add to that, Christy?
I was just going to say the price is the absolute last thing I send them. And right before, like, even when they're like, okay, I want this program. Let's say it's 21-day fix. I say, okay, it's going to come with 8 30-minute workouts, 1 10-minute ab routine, a bonus workout, color-coded portion control containers, a shaker cup that you could use for this, this, and this, nutrition guide, eating out guide. I list all the things in the challenge back. I also have a 3-week, 21-day fix meal plan that they'll get in my group, and challenge groups with me forever, and 30-day trial to Beachbody on Demand. You list all that stuff, and almost always people go, oh, that's it? Oh, that's really good. Because you just listed 500,000 things that come in that thing. And it really is a good price when you list it that way. And so I list all that, and then I say, and it's $140. And they're like, oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. So just remember to list all the stuff they're going to get instead of just workouts and some Shakeology, because it does come with a lot more than that.
So does anyone have any questions on price objections or any of the things that we just went over? Don't be afraid to talk, guys. It's good to chit chat, get to know each other, bond. No? Ugh.
I want to say something. Hi, Dana. I want to say something to Christy. Christy had a conversation with a couple of us the other day about some specific problems we were having, and mine was price objection. And I did what she said about listing out all the things that you get with 21-day fix. And I have somebody that is moving some money around, and they're going to commit to it because I waited until the last minute to tell them the price. And they were like, oh, that's it? And I was like, oh, why haven't I been doing this? So it really was really helpful to do that. But
Yeah, it's definitely worth waiting, worth building that relationship, growing that trust between the two of you, and really getting to the root of why they're interested in doing this in the first place before putting out the price. Because, I mean, let's be real, it's sticker shock, right?
I have a question.
Yes.
Let's say maybe a few times you've been talking to people and you haven't quite done it the way that you guys are suggesting. And is there some way that you kind of have in your head of backtracking with them after you've already kind of dropped the bomb without really giving them the full information?
Start over. start forming them. Start,
Okay.
you know,
Just kind of start back at the beginning.
and if you've got guys have kind of already moved on, ask, you know, if they have gotten involved in the gym or in any kind of fitness, what are they doing? How are they doing? Just kind of get back involved in their life, invite them to a free challenge group. Just get back in with them. Anybody else have any recommendations on that one?
I would just continue to show that you care. Like if it's past the sale, like it's not going to happen. Just continually post on their feed, comment on their pictures, ask how they're doing, and genuinely listen to their answer, and just take an interest in them. And when the time is right, they'll come to you.
That's good. That's good to hear because that's actually what I've been doing because I totally jacked it up a bunch of times. That makes me feel good though that I'm doing the right kind of trying to fix it.
We all do, right? We all, gosh, sometimes that reminder in the Facebook where you were a few years ago, the posts that come through my feed, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised I have any of my original Facebook friends. I just spammed everybody with like T25 and all kinds of ads. That's another thing real quick. I know it's a little off topic, but since we're a lot of new coaches on here, don't go posting pictures of, post pictures of you. Don't post advertisements from Beachbody. Beachbody spends enough money to run their own advertising. You don't need to run their advertising for them. Advertise you, because you're the difference between you're the difference of them going on Amazon and buying it, or them finding it off of eBay or wherever they're going to find it. You're the difference. You're the coach. You're the one they're really buying when they buy the challenge pack, because they can go and buy a challenge pack off the site. They can go and buy a workout program anywhere. So,
can I add on to that? Hey, it's Tawny.
Hi, Tawny.
Sorry, I had some internet difficulties when trying to get on earlier, but I'm here now. So hopefully I didn't say this, but exactly what she's talking about. If you are promoting the ads that they can see anywhere, it's they talked about how or they talk about in training how you want to constantly put yourself out there, because the more they see you working out, the more they see you with the products, the more they associate you with the company, and they associate you with health and fitness, and it builds their trust. Well, if all you're putting out is the ads that they see on the infomercials or the ads that they see on the website, then they gravitate toward, even if it's the work you're doing, even if it's the investment you're putting in to put it on your Facebook page, then they're going to gravitate towards the place where they've recognized seeing those labels before. So if they see you post the pictures of the container in Autumn's face, and then that night it's 2:00 in the morning and they see the infomercial and they go, that's what Tawny put up today. Then they call the number, because they haven't taken the time to associate it with you. They're just associating it with the picture that they're seeing on their TV now. So you want to keep you at them all the time.
Right.
That's all.
And she's right. It's you. You're selling yourself. You're not, you're selling T25 and the 21 Day Fix, but you're not. You're selling you. You're selling yourself as a coach. You're selling yourself as their friend, as their confidant, and your challenge groups, and that's what's going to make you different. So, all right.
Dana, can I just add one more thing?
Yes.
When you were talking about like when you're forming and having conversations, sometimes actually what I'll do if things start getting weird is I'll ask them for their phone number. Hey, do you have a minute? I'll give you a call, and I'll actually have a phone conversation with them, because they can hear the tone of my voice and hear my excitement, and that more than that comes through on a private message on Facebook.
100%. I was very scared for a very long time to get out from behind social media and start talking to people, especially on the phone. But you rip off the Band-Aid, you do it once, and it's like Karen said, it's so much easier. It's more personal. B, they can hear the excitement in your voice. You're honestly talking about these products, and when you're talking about the products, it's easy to get caught up and talk about how they've changed your life, but you have to remember to paint a picture for them about how it can help them so when you are telling your story, it has to make sure it's relatable to them. But when you can get on the phone or one-on-one or face-to-face, or if they, maybe you've never met them, but they live 5 minutes away, go sit at Dunkin' Donuts and grab a coffee or something. Well, actually I did that with somebody, one of my customers, and she's like, my dad wants to know if you're like psycho because I'm trying to lose weight and you're meeting me at a Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, I just came for the coffee. So maybe not a Dunkin' Donuts, but a coffee shop somewhere. Anytime you can talk about it and like really talk about it as opposed to being behind a computer, it's just better, because like, I wish Danielle was on the call. Danielle will tell you, she's one of those people that she sold so many programs of the 21 Day Fix in the beginning, not because she was trying to, but because every time someone asked her what she was doing, her face literally lit up as she talked about it. So yeah, anytime you can be face to face or on the phone, it's 10 times better. And I know it's scary because I didn't do it for a very long time. And once I finally started doing it, I'm like, oh, what's wrong with me? Because this beats hours on the keyboard. You can get everything you want said in a matter of minutes. All right.
And everybody knows me. If you're friends with me, I'm old school, like older than a lot of you people, I guess. So I like a voice. So there's a voice messenger through Facebook. I send everybody my crazy voice, because to me, when I type, I'm like, yes, great, this is it. But when you hear me, it's like, okay, let's go. Here's what we got to do. This is what it's all about. You're right. Yes, blah, blah, blah. And it's in a minute. And even if it's like a minute, it's, you get me, you get my charge, you get
you get 10 of them.
Oh yeah, because it stops me in a minute. Don't they know I have a lot to say? Most people only need a minute of your time. Like, they just need, okay, our group's starting next week, I can't wait, or you won't believe this. Another thing I do, and I know a lot of you have heard this before, when you have objections or fear from customers or stuff they legitimate concerns, the next day you throw a little jab, you sprinkle, you make a post that speaks to that exact person, whatever they were talking about. Like, the season of jeans is coming in. All right, so like they said, I just want to fit in my jeans. So the next day you do something, post that they don't know it, but you're speaking right to them. Or there's talking about, will it taste good? Will Shakeology taste good? The next day you do a taste, your post is about the quality of the taste. Or, I'm afraid of being vulnerable in your challenge groups. So the next day you speak about the value of a challenge group. Speak to that exact person, because if that one person has that concern, so does the 20 other people that are watching you every day. How many times have you all heard, were you speaking to me when you posted that? You were speaking right to me, right? I mean, you've heard that, because if your audience is you, then you're speaking to you out there, whoever that is. So do it, there's ways to do that without even realizing it. And I know this is a new coach call, but let's be real. There's a reason you were here, that someone attracted you here. Remember that. There's a reason that you're on this team of coaches, because somehow along the line you were attracted by something out there. So remember that.
Yeah, well, that'll be a topic for our next, definitely, niche. All right, so while you're talking to these people, while you're going back and messaging or talking on the phone or whatever, some of the real questions you need to be asking are, what type of workouts do you like? How much time do you have? What has worked for you or hasn't worked for you in the past? Get a feel for the type of workout that is going to fit into these people's lives. If they're a busy mom like me, I really only send them 30-minute or less workouts. If it's someone that loves doing weight training, I'm not going to send them Insanity Max. If it's somebody who loves to run, but they want to incorporate weight training, maybe I'll send them Body Beast or the 21 Day Fix. Someone that really needs nutrition, the 21 Day Fix. But what I try to do is I always, no matter what program they come to me interested in, I always try to get a feel and send them several options. And I usually just go to YouTube. You can get them from the back office, but I find it simpler from YouTube just to go get a couple of videos, 2 or 3 video clips on the program, and I send it to them. And Beachbody has a YouTube channel. So when you look it up, you might see a couple coaches and then a Beachbody one. And I'll just send them the quick video clip on the program, and I'll say, well, which one of these seems like it's something you would enjoy, something you would stick with? And then that usually takes us further. And a lot of times people will see these videos and they'll be like, I can't do that. So that's when you want to talk about the modifiers and working their way up, and they don't have to be able to do everything right from the beginning, because sometimes the videos do scare people off, right? So I think the videos are a humongous help when talking to people about different programs. The next thing I want to talk about really quick before we close this is the app. Who has the app? Who's used the app? Who's familiar with it? Okay. Raise your hand if you have it downloaded on your phone. All right. So I'm going to try and screen share here. When you get off the phone, off this call, you're all going to go onto your phone and you're going to Google Beachbody Coach app, and it's going to come up right away. And it's a site. But what happens is if you go, at least on an iPhone, I got to open something so I can see what it says. So if I go to the bottom where it says, like there's a little arrow and it says copy, print, bookmark, add to reading list, add to home screen. If you click add to home screen, it saves it as an app on your phone, like a little app icon. And believe it or not, you can do that with like any website. So then you have a little Team Beachbody logo. It says TBB Coach, and that's your app on your phone. I don't think you can see because right there. Well, so you can't really see it, but I'm going to try and screen share. So then you have this little thing on your phone, and you can actually use this site. It's very simple to even use it on your computer. It's easier than trying to send people links. So you can use it on your phone as the app, or you can, like I said, just Google. It's coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. But if you don't have that, just Google Beachbody Coach app, and it comes up. So let me see if I can screen share here, and we'll just go over it real quick. It's really simple. Can you guys see that? See where it says login? Yeah, someone nod. I can see Tawny. There she is. Okay. So it says login. This is what it will look like on your phone. So what you're going to do is you're just going to log in how you normally log in. Oh, wait, that's not. Hold on. Wrong one. This is what you log in with your normal Beachbody login. And you're gonna, once you're logged in, it'll go slow now since I'm trying to show you guys. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your new customer's email address, and you're gonna put their email in here. This is my new customer. And you're going to say, yes, I have their permission. You can enroll a new coach, or you can enroll a new customer. If they already have either a free Team Beachbody account with you or someone else, you're not going to be able to use this. They'll have to either give you a different email address, or they'll have to switch to you as their coach. A lot of people, believe it or not, signed up for a free Team Beachbody account who knows how long ago, and they don't remember. So sometimes it does happen. So I'll just ask, do you have a different email address we can use? All right, so I'm enrolling my new customer. their name. You don't have to put a phone number in. Now, if they just want the free, if they want to be your free customer, you know, you've gone over everything, price objection, they're not interested right now. All right, you're going to join my free clean eating group. Enroll them without a purchase. You're their coach. And there's no purchase. They're just part of teambeachbody.com, and you're their coach. So if they ever go in and order anything, it is connected to you. Just like an ordering customer, they will get an email. I always say look for the email. It probably will go to your promo or your spam. Just finish filling it out and click submit, and that's it. They don't have to put a credit card number in or anything. But they're going to shop for something. So we go to shop now. And they only want a program or they only want Shakeology, you go to right here, skip challenge pack, and it'll go to everything separate. But our customer is getting a challenge pack. So that's when we're going to come in here and they're going to get the fix. Okay. They're going to order some chocolate Shakeology. Everything's here. Okay. You're going to add it to the cart. You're going to hit submit. They're going to get an email with this exact order. It will probably go to spam or their promotional folder in Gmail. So just warn them of that. If for some reason they don't get it, you can come back in here and go to, on the bottom when you're in the initial thing, somewhere on the bottom there's like check status. It's like a question mark, and you can like resend them the email. So they're going to get this email. All they have to do is fill out their account information and pay. It's that simple. It's connected to your account. They're your customer and or your coach. There's no mistakes, because a lot of times, I mean, before this app came out, and even since this app's come out, we've all sent links. They've gotten messed up, or we try to send them to our site and they end up ordering from someone else. You have to call. It's just a huge pain in the butt, right? So this is very simple. This is the easiest way to sign up new customers. So that's a little quick tutorial on the Coach mobile app. And like I said, you just saw me use it on the computer. So it's just as simple on the computer as it is on the phone. Any questions on that? I know I went through fast, but it's really pretty easy once you get the swing of it. Nope. All right, so
Use that.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Dana. Use that as a benefit to your customer. Let them know that you don't have to take any of their information. You don't know their credit card. You don't have, it won't come here or to your house and then you have to get it to them. Everything goes right through to corporate, ships right to them, and that I think is a benefit to a lot of people.
Right.
There's no, give me your credit card, fill out information. That's the quality of this business. It's smart. There's no middleman. You kind of are the middleman, but when they order, it's right from Team Beachbody. Let them know that. Ask them when they get that email to let you know that they got it. This way, there's no question, or when it's complete, to reach out to you or stay on the phone with them while they do it. Some people aren't computer savvy, or some people want to take it out on their own, but just know that you're there for them right through that order.
Right.
And then when the order goes through, be excited for them. I can't wait. Add them to your groups or wherever. Don't leave it as a sale. Leave it as a friendship and a coach, a motivator, whatever.
Right.
Can you sign them up for the? Can you sign them up for the premium membership using the app?
I don't believe so, but you can do. No, it's just the free. But once they go on, you mean for like the on demand? I'm assuming that's something they're going to be adding. I have to assume. But right now, you could sign up for the free account, and then they could log in and upgrade on the site. The nice thing about that app too is it really just comes full circle with like what our customer service should be. I never post my link. I never send people my link to go shop on my site. I walk them through every step of the process, pick them. I help them choose everything. And And this just ties it all together. I send them the order fully complete. All they have to do is pay.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So someone doesn't have another email. They've already had an account set up.
Mm-hmm.
They have a previously assigned coach. Where do you go with that? Because then I want to send them to my page, but I feel like it's super confusing, and they end up just walking away, and I don't get. And
it happens. The
It
more
does
it happens a lot, because as the years go in, it's someone along the line, and this is what they want as a company. Everybody should have a Beachbody program in their home. But go ahead, Dana. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it's really very simple. They can either email customer service at Beachbody, or they can call and give your name and your coach ID, and they will switch them right over. So if they choose to send an email, I just craft the email and send it to them and say, here, send this to, and I give them the address. If they want to call, I just say, well, here's the phone number. Here's my name and my coach ID. Just call, and it's, assuming they can get through right away, because sometimes customer service. It's been pretty good lately, though, as far as like call times.
Yeah. Another way you can do that, I hate to say it, Katie, but if they're a customer with someone else, you can send them the coach link, and it goes through immediately. And I know that's,
Oh, you mean if they want to sign up as a coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We that's a whole nother thing, but it will shoot through immediately. There's no additional cost or anything. We could do that another call, or Katie, you could speak to Dana privately on that, how that works. But
you mean because you can use the coach app, it will go through.
it will go through.
It will go through. So if someone's signing up as a coach and they want.
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because I felt like I just really just want to put that order through the app because it's so much easier.
It
Erica,
is.
Erica, have you used simplecoachlinks.com for
Yeah.
those people?
Kim always sends it to me, and I have no clue what to do with them.
It's, oh my gosh, it's so easy. So the people, like I've had this happen where I've tried to send, like I had a guy who's a free customer, and I tried to send him HD Shakeology through the mobile app, and it didn't work because he's a customer already.
Mhm.
So you go to simplecoachlinks.com, put in your ID number, and you look up exactly what you want to send them, copy and paste the link, and it goes right to them with your coach ID attached.
Okay.
Now, if they're not a customer of yours, they already have a coach. I actually have them email Coach Relations because they get a really quick response.
Yeah, coach.
And they become my customer within about 24 to 48 hours. And then I send them the coach link or the simplecoachlinks.com link because the mobile app still won't work because they're already a customer.
Right.
So those coaching links come in handy
I
because
also,
they don't get confused. They get the right order.
Coaching.com, right?
Simple Coach Links. I'll send you
coaching is
the.
great. I have to,
I'll message that to you.
sorry.
Thank you.
Here's another one really quick.
I have to use that more. Thank you. I
Yeah.
just wanted to, okay.
Oh, that's the one I see.
Sorry,
It
this
didn't
is
work.
I
another
can tell
one
you
with
later.
coaching codes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pictures on it, so sometimes it's slow, but you scroll down to your coach number, you change this to you, 176. It doesn't matter if I put my name. Click to update, scroll down, and you'll see, I didn't change my name, but you'll see all these have my rep ID on them right now. So that's just the link to the Beachbody. But if you come down here, like Michelle said on the other one, coaching pages, but here is like challenge pack links. So all challenge packs, but July promotions. Here's the size challenge pack, size kickstart, 21-day fix. And you'll see all of these here have my rep ID at the end. So you can take and use any of these. You'll find every product, every challenge pack, all kinds of links. You'll find to the Beachbody Challenge, for the free membership, for the BOD. It's all on here. So when you send someone the link, you just want to.
BOD is?
Well, a link for like the Beachbody, the on demand. I'm sure it is on here. But see, they even have it broken down by price.
There's one on Simple Coach Links right at the top. There's a free one.
I can never find that. That's what
One I send everybody because I know that they won't get the not everybody. Everyone who wants it, I get it right from there.
Okay.
So this is very similar to the one Michelle's talking about. This just happens to be the one I've always used. So it's my one I go to. But you just want to make sure right here, you just want to make sure it always has your
Okay.
rep ID on the end. You want to triple check that before you send it out. But yeah, these are great for existing customers, or like you said, someone, even if it's your existing customer, you know, they have already bought a challenge pack, they've done a few things, but now they want to get hammer and chisel. You can send them the link and it will take them, instead of having to go through your whole site, it'll take them directly to hammer.
All right, great. Thank you.
I also want to say the coaching codes is great. I have to use that more. I also get this all the time. I've gotten it so many times of people already signed up. Either they ordered something, they forgot that they ordered it through Amazon. They have no idea. So really, I get what when I call Coach Relations, they're asking for their email address and their order number or customer number. And that's pretty much all they need to change them over to you. And then you can send them a link from that coaching codes, but that works too.
Right. Yeah, but there's a lot of people, believe it or not, Christine, that signed up 3 years ago or 5 years ago and don't even know that their email is connected. So if they don't have an order number or anything like that, they can call in or email and ask to switch to you too. They just need your name and ID. That's all. All right. So I don't want to keep this call going any later. We've an hour-long call. So is there any other last-minute questions or tidbits of information before we hop off? And we will have this call again, not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. So jot down questions. In the meantime, don't be afraid to use your team page. It's there. It's there for a reason. Friend request, tons of people on this team, because getting your posts liked and shared and being active on each other's posts and stuff, it helps you, it helps them, it helps everybody. So, get involved in your team, stay involved in your team. Trisha, last words of wisdom.
Will you set up a chat, Dana?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. It's so big, I don't even know how to put into it.
Okay.
But yes,
we had and rather than a team or a group through Facebook, our last training series, we had a chat. And the week after the call was as amazing as the actual call. So if Dana sets up a chat and we're all in it and you have a question or what should I do, or yes, the team page is great, but you're going to find a friend here that somehow you connect to, and they might not be on your, in your downline. But Dana, I don't know if you want to start.
No, I will do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add my coaches, and then you guys add your coaches that you're seeing on this call.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to be able to add everybody.
And just don't be intimidated by the notifications. If it's too much, turn them off. Check in at night, during the day. You'd be surprised what will happen. It's just amazing what will happen in the next month. You'll be shocked.
If you don't get added to a message, ask one of us. And because what Trisha's saying is right. I mean, the reason why we really wanted to do more of a call like this instead of doing like another type of Coach Basics group is we did a Rising Diamonds call where we got on and everyone just kind of talked and chatted and we saw each other and people really connected and built relationships through that call. And that's kind of the hope with this. That you'll connect with someone, like Trisha said. Trisha's my success partner. We're not, we're coaches under the same coach, but her team and my team, they don't help each other financially. We help each other because we work together as a team all the time. But she's my success partner in this. If it wasn't for her, I probably would have quit a long time ago. I wouldn't have the success that I have. And we found each other early on in the game. So get to know the people in this group. They're at the same point as you are. If you connect with somebody, just start reaching out and working with them. Set goals together, share what your goals are, check in to see how they're doing. Did you do your PD? Your new coaches, raise your hand if you think personal development is fluff. I did when I first started. Don't not do personal development. I'm telling you, it was the biggest mistake I made in the beginning. And still make sometimes. Trisha always well, are you doing your personal development? No. It's not a fluff. Everybody needs it. You don't have, it's not like, it's not like the old school personal development. Like, I don't know, like, how do I learn to date men? It's like the good stuff. Listen to the Chalene podcast. Listen to the Beachbody wake up calls. Read GoPro. Read You Are a Badass. I want every coach on this to read or listen to, because I have no time to read books. Get Audibles. You Are a Badass, right? Who's read or listened to You Are a Badass? Stephanie Sincero? I don't know. That's everyone's assignment. Get a hold of that book and start listening to it or reading it, because
Jen Sincero.
thank you.
Pregnancy brain. It's okay. I figured I would save you.
I'm pregnant. I have an excuse. I also have
You do.
bad.
Technically, you gave her a true Italian last name. Yeah. I'm going to give her that. But you Americanized it, Michelle, the Irish girl, which is fine.
You Are a Badass. Get that book. Read it. What are some other new books that are good? Forget Building Confidence and stuff like that. Help me out, girls. Here.
Compound Effects, Slight Edge.
Planet
Edge is good. But yeah, don't think as personal development is fluff. It's super important. When your business is flopping, you're probably not doing your personal development.
Compound Effect. That was what you guys always talked about. No?
Yeah, no, that's a good one too. They're all good. They're all good. My whole thing is, as a new coach, I was looking for this confidence. So that's why I think You're a Badass is a great book as far as that. So I don't even remember what I was saying. Connect with people in this group. Do it. It's having a success partner makes a world of difference. It's different than having an upline coach. It's different than having downline coaches. Find someone, connect with them, work with them. So, okay. That's it. That's all I have to say. I really have to use the ladies' room. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hopping on. I hope to see all of you again in 2 weeks.
Good night.